Okie dokie, Jones. Let's get her going. Alright, so as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be breaking down the lyrics to my song Spaceman. Now, this video is going to be more off the dome, off the cuff, whatever. This is more just starting the series, but breaking down the lyrics to my videos, since I'm not going to get a Genius interview anytime soon, and I feel like some of my bars go deeper than most people realize, and I want to give some more context to the song, right? So I'll do a quick sum up of the song, a quick synopsis, I guess, and then I'll do a deep dive at the end. This song was made at a time where I was feeling low, where I was doing drugs, and I was feeling lonely. I was doing drugs by myself, which was dumb, and I don't recommend it. If you are doing drugs, I hope you can get off them. I got off it with willpower and just my own power and thoughts, and just, you cut off any source of where you get it and just go cold turkey if you can. It's probably my recommendation. I know a lot of people have to ease off before they completely quit, but if you have to do that, do it. Just do it for you and your own health. I hope people can relate to this song and the struggles that I was going through at the time when I wrote this. A lot of my friends say that this is one of my best songs because they find it relatable, so hopefully you do too. So let me get into it and start breaking down the lyrics here. Only one in space and now a man's got it. Can't stop thinking, then stars been calling. I've been smoking, I can't stop piling. Like if I got, how would I stop and drop? So basically, in that first verse, I'm talking about feeling lonely, wanting space from people. But now that I got the space, it feels lonely more or less, right? I got my space, I'm looking up at the stars. I feel like they've been calling for me based on my name, and just I don't know, it's kind of talking about death and the afterlife and going to heaven, quote unquote, you know what I mean? But looking up at the stars, feeling like they've been calling. It's also a double entendre for I see all these stars, famous people, and I feel like I can put so much more substance in my shit than a lot of other people. Not to put anybody else down, but that's one of the reasons I got into music in the first place, was because I was hearing so much substanceless music that I was like, oh, I can do this better. So in a way, it's I can already tell that I could be famous, whatever. I could get recognition for my shit because I could actually care about it and put the time and effort into it, right? I've been smoking, I can't stop hauling. If I got hot, would I stop and drop it? That's both talking about weed and the music. I've been smoking so much, just trying to get through, and this feeling of loneliness and the pain, that if I got to a point where I felt some sort of success and validation for it, would that make me feel better? Would I stop smoking? If I got to that point of validation for my shit, would I stop making music? Because I'm okay, people finally hear what I'm trying to say. I got my message out in a sense. But at the end of the day, I do it for me too, to get stuff off my chest, evidently. So I probably won't stop making music because it also helps with my mental and stuff, right? But it was a thought that I had. It's would I stop eventually making music, right? If I got hot, if I got famous, whatever. So you've heard that I've been rolling my verb a little at the dojo, my lyrics and a little bit of doja, bend her over, a little bit of lotion now. So what I'm talking about in that second verse is both rolling weed for joints, but also rolling on Molly, because that's what I was doing mostly. Molly and sauce, or Molly and lean, I guess, which I think doja is another slang term for sauce, or it could be a double entendre for Doja Cat and talking about women, bring her back to the crib, bend her over, have sex, whatever, right? So, that one's not as deep, but it's more talking about the drugs, and I was pretty deep down that rabbit hole through high school when I was doing it, but I'm so thankful that I got off, and now I'm Cali sober, just smoking weed with tobacco and alcohol, which I want to get away from eventually as well. But those ones are more, I don't know, I don't want to make excuses, but it's the weed especially helps me feel more present, but then with the tobacco it gets lost. It's a hard line, it's a hard line to balance and not to cross of like addiction or like dependency, whatever, right? But I don't know, you can kind of hear it in some of my other songs talking about the taste of green is replaced by the Toblerone or whatever. We taste replaced by the Toblerone. I'm talking about tobacco that I'm packing in my Mary Bowls, right? That one's also a good one on the Old Banks EP. Should check that piece out too, you know? But let me stick on Spaceman. I'm talking to strangers, I've seen them before. I'm loving my paper, but trees are worth more. Look at your chord, look at your soul. These hordes, they making me bored. Right? That one's pretty self-explanatory. I feel like when I was working at the gas station, which I think I still was when I wrote this, I was thinking about all the people I see and how there's like archetypes of people and how it's like you see the same types of people all over the globe. I have family in France, so when we went to France, I would still see like same archetypes of people there than here in North America, right? In Canada. In that sense, you know, I'm talking to people I've never met before, but I see people I have met before in them, right? Because we are all one consciousness, one energy, right? I'm loving the paper, but trees are worth more because money's not that important. More important to take care of the earth. Look at the core of the tree and how long they've been around for. They've been around for longer than a lot of us, some of them, you know what I mean? And we're just taking them down because we need more paper. We need more, like literal paper, money, like whatever it is, right? Yeah, look at the core. Look at your soul. These whores, they making me bored. All these people that are just fucking around for sex or just all these people that are just like doing the OnlyFans or porn, whatever. It's like they're making me bored. I've seen it before. And then the last bar is there like, look at your soul. These whores, they making me bored. Like all these chicks, all these people doing OF or porn, like they making me bored. I've seen it before. It's I don't really care about that shit anymore, you know? I'm needing some substance, not even drugs. Needing some hugs, needing a heart that's a pumping. I'm needing some loving. Right, pretty self-explanatory. Fuck the drugs. You need love, man. That's what it's about. It's gotta be real. I'm calling up Joy and she give me a heel. She grab on my balls and she give 'em a feel. I feel like I'll be fine. That's a Pokemon reference. It is a double entendre for sex and whatever, but I feel like I tried to do it a bit more, like, I don't know, it's kind of sneaky because I'm calling up Joy, Nurse Joy. She grab on my Pokeballs, she give them a feel. I feel like I'll be fine because my team's getting healed up. They'll be alright, I'll be alright. We're all good, right? I'm slosh, never sloppy. I'm feeling like Rock Lee. I'm fighting her compliments cause I'm not cocky. I'm missing her body. Right? So if you watch Naruto, Rock Lee, there's an episode or two where he gets drunk and he pretty much gets like the drunk jutsu or whatever where he's like super skilled at his fighting. And then I'm pretty sure he passes out and forgets about it at the end, but that's what I'm trying to say here, like, I'm slosh, but I'm not sloppy. I know what I'm doing. I'm feeling like Rock Lee because I'm fighting off her compliments because I'm not cocky, but I'm missing her body. I miss her, you know, like, missing the love that I was talking about in the bars before, right? So, then we have the second chorus. I'll skip that because I already went over it, and I'll get to the second verse. They say I'm insane again, but I'm the main event. They making it blatant. They'd rather be watching, but then they're not paying him. I don't think they get it. No, I'm sick and I said it, yeah. Needing some lettuce. I ain't talking cheddar, cause they all regretted it. I think it makes sense. I'm talking about how I feel like I'm going crazy, or like I feel like I'm sane, honestly, but other people are telling me I'm crazy. They say I'm insane again, but I'm the main event. Everybody's got their eyes on me because I'm the one that's actually making motion, trying to say, like, speak my truth, talk my shit in a way, but I'm trying to, like, open people's eyes to shit, you know what I mean? They'd rather be watching, but then they're not paying him. So I'm talking about how people would rather watch on social media or be like a ghost follower, but a lot of these people don't want to support, right? I don't think they get it. I'm sick and I said it. I'm needing some lettuce. I ain't talking cheddar, 'cause they all regretted it. Talking about money. Talking about how I feel like I'm sick, seeing the world. I feel like I'm fucked up. I'm needing some lettuce. Talking about, like, I forget, I feel like I was talking about, like, actual lettuce, like vegetables, maybe. But I forget, I'm needing some lettuce. I ain't talking cheddar, 'cause they all regretted it. Not money, right? So, yeah, I think I was talking about lettuce, vegetables, like I'm needing some nutrients, not this money that they all regretted getting because they probably had to sell their soul to get it. You know what I mean? That's why I'm trying to be authentic. I'm trying to be real. You know I've been stressed in the nights, feelings of wasting my life. Pick up the bottle of gin again. I'm tired of checking the timeline. I needed some venting at my own discretion. My apologies. All this work has made me a mess again. And I think this verse is pretty self-explanatory. So both talking about, like, working a job, but also, like, music and, like, trying to do the social media grind and perpetuate what I'm doing. Like, or not perpetuate it, but try to get some motion going with getting more fans, getting more people to recognize what I'm doing. And, like, I'm trying to help people, like, wake up and open their eyes, you know what I mean? But, yeah. And then at the end, the last chorus, same as before. And going a little bit more in depth on how I was feeling when I wrote this, I was definitely feeling lonely, feeling like people were watching, not supporting. I still feel like that. But it's also like, man, I feel like people will call you crazy for trying to speak your truth or trying to make change in the world, trying to, like, give back instead of just taking. And then they look at you like you're crazy. You're the one that's talking insane, basically. But what do you mean, man? Like, I'm trying to change shit for the better for the next generation so that it is better. It's not the world that we live in currently, but it's the world we want to live in, right? But definitely feeling lonely when I wrote this. I'm in a better place now than I was, for sure. I got my girlfriend, who is very supportive. I got my family. Lost a few more friends since I wrote this, but hey, it is what it is. A lot of them were, you know, people that would say they supported, but then they don't really. And it sucks to say that, because I don't want to be, like, pocket watching my homies, or, like, watching my views, seeing, like, oh, did this person listen? Did this person like it or support? But it's like, when they never listen or never supported any of the music, or, like, they only listen to one song or whatever, it's like, okay, I know, I see that you're not supporting. I understand that friends aren't fans necessarily. But if your friend is doing some cool shit, trying to make some shit happen, would you not want to help give them motion? Like, one of the homies I cut off since I wrote this, he skates. And if you follow me on socials like TikTok, you've probably seen me repost his stuff. And I made sure every time he posted something, like, repost, try to share it, get it more motion. But those are the people that wouldn't do the same for me. You know what I mean? And it doesn't even take that much time. It takes like 2 seconds when you see it pop up when you're scrolling on socials. I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to go off just complaining about people, but that's kind of what I was feeling in this song. And I still feel some of those emotions to this day, of feeling lonely, feeling like I'm out in space, just floating around, just thinking to myself, lost in my thoughts, you know? At least since I wrote this, I have become Cali sober, so just weed, tobacco, and alcohol. I would like to reduce and eventually cut those out, but, you know, it's not easy. Anybody who knows about substance and substance abuse definitely knows it's not easy. But then I feel like there's substances people are addicted to that they don't even realize, or they do realize it's bad, but they don't want to cut it out. Like sugar, caffeine, fast food, social media. Like, there's so much. Like, even just the grind for money it can be so toxic, and even that is tough sometimes. But yeah, I don't want to make this video too long. About to hit 20 minutes, so that seems perfect. If you did like this video and you enjoyed hearing me break down my lyrics and you want to hear me break down the lyrics to other songs, make sure you like and share this video, as well as subscribing and hitting the bell so you get notified when I post another video, because I'm always working on something new. And I'll have my link tree in the bio of this video so you can check out Spaceman or my other music. You can follow me on Kick so you see when I stream and do my live rap shows. And you can find me on all the socials like Instagram and all that. And I do post different stuff on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all that. So make sure you follow them all so you get the different content. You know what I mean? But yeah, I appreciate the support. If you made it this far, thank you. I appreciate it so much you don't even understand. But I don't want to take too much of your time here. I love you. Stay safe. Good luck. Easy.